So this is a great little video that shows exactly how landing speed can affect landing distance, and it's something that new pilots really don't take into consideration that much. They think 60, 70, 80, 60 is close to 70, 70 is close to 80. I could come in at 80 and everything's fine. And the reality is that coming in at 80 from 60 increases your landing distance by twice, because it's the velocity squared. So here we are at Candlelight Farms, which is a grass strip in Connecticut. Really excellent, wonderful place. And we're going to do some experimenting. So this is early on in my tailwheel learning experience. So I too am learning what I'm talking about right now. So here I am coming in at about 60, which is the bottom of the white arc almost. 53 is really the bottom of the white arc in a Husky, and you hear the stall horn go off, and it's a nice landing. So we're good. Stick all the way back. Very pretty grass strip. Just waiting for Randall. And Randall's in the plane with me. He's my flight instructor. So here we are coming in at 80 miles an hour, as you can see at the top left, and slipping it down a little bit because we're a little high. And essentially, you can see the white tent on the right-hand side. We'll use that as a marker. So here we are, literally almost over the numbers at 80, and as that says, the white tent, use that to gauge distance, and we're flying by this. We're literally flying by this white tent. 70. Oh my God, the thing's just gone. And here we are at 60, and we hit the ground, and we are still rolling. So now this second time we'll come in at 75 miles an hour. So 5 miles an hour difference, and you can see the speed indicator at roughly 70 right now, but I slip it down, and we stay around 75 this time, purposely just trying to come in 5 miles slower each time to see how it really happens. So here we are, roughly 70, 75, and there's the white tent, and here we go, and wheels are down, and lots of energy to dissipate. That's exactly right. Here we come in less fast than 70. I think I'm just being a little less precise here. And there we are, actually stalling before the white tent. Much better. Lots of energy dissipated. And this time we're trying some other things. We're coming in really fast at 80. I'm slowing it down to make a little bit of a flatter approach. So sometimes, you end up in this situation, and wanted to kind of experiment and see what would happen here. So we're pulling it in, and now we're kind of dragging it in a bit, but we're slow. And here we are at 60, essentially a 60 over the numbers, and look at that. We could potentially stop before that white tent. We do stop before. And we're going to try that again. This time we're going to keep it slow all the way out. So I don't have the airspeed indicator. There it is. So we're 62 right now. Nice and slow. And really slow. I mean, this is now honestly how I fly. It's very comfortable, lots of control, and pull it back, and you are stalled, and the plane is done flying. So, and there's the white tent on the right. We could have, hit the brakes harder. We're gonna try that one more time, because it's remarkable how the entire positive control scenario increases when your speed is at a good number, And this was a day with very little wind, so there was no gust factors or any other consideration, just pure airspeed indicator, not adding or subtracting for anything else. I come in even slower nowadays, and let's see, this was pretty sweet, nice and slow. And there's your white tent. So that's an indication of what happens when you slow down the plane. Not only is your landing distance shorter, but everything happens slower, and you have a lot more control. And for certain scenarios, especially in a tail dragger, where you're absolutely trying to make that 1,000-foot strip, it's not something you do just for fun. It's like absolutely mandatory and necessary, and makes all the difference in the world. And here we are back at Oxford Airport, which is Kilo Oscar X-Ray Charlie in Oxford, Connecticut. Great airport. Coming back after the couple hours of experimentation. And obviously this is a 5,800-foot strip, so you have no need to come in short, but it's always good to practice. So here's a pretty good right there at the threshold. We touch down, and we are down. Hope you enjoyed that, and it's a real world example of what can happen when you're too fast on landing.